22, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Seahawks, and it's coming up next.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at Field, home of the 12s. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as Brandon Gaudin alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis and CD in the few moments here before kickoff. Let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 79 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Howard. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And taken right on the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They start on the ground with Adams. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, like he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and
touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Howard. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff to Dillon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the 2nd half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. And on fourth down as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the run.
Tell us about it.
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It got his man complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Niners.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there, with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams. Evades the tackler and now some space. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
because their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Howard now. Off play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Sterling Hofrichter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He only has a single solo carry, 1 Numero uno, second quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only one carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Clifton buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Seahawks 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Now Howard, a final shot before break. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. To throw is Howard on 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Just 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Howard. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Howard. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Niners. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
26 Mike.
Howard to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. The Niners set to take over on offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster? And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Middle of the field to Jefferson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49ers' 43-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Again, he'll drop to throw. On the slant, here's Collins. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Edwards. Able to slither by. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
26 Mike. Coming to you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
We got 4.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
What a play.
And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Howard. They go screen with Dillon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Over the middle, complete. That's Collins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
26 Mike.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
26 Mike.
Operating from the gun. Howard. And this will be caught by Edwards. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Howard throwing on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.